Bout number 7. فرقة الأحمر من الصين. In the red corner, representing the People's Republic of China, Tangleng Tutu.
So there is the Chinese representative, Tanglatian, 23-year-old from Xinjiang.
In the blue corner, representing Pakistan, Hassan.
And here is his opponent, Hassan, soldier in the Pakistan Army. 35 years of age now is the man from Karachi. 2015 national champion of Pakistan, up in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division. Here he is competing at middleweight. So we've got judges from Ukraine, Bulgaria, Azerbaijan, Hungary and Morocco scoring this one. Wilfredo Vasquez Calero from Cuba giving the final instruction.
Round 1.
And we're underway. 75 kilogram middleweight action between boxers from China and Pakistan. The tall, lean, rangy figure wearing red is Tanglatian from Xinjiang province. His opponent, wearing blue, is Mehmed Al-Hassan, from Pakistan. Competed in the World Championships back in 2015, up at 91 kilograms, did the man in blue. So again, he's stripped off an awful lot of bulk to make it through to the 75 kilogram middleweight berth. And again, his national title came at 91 kilograms plus in the super heavyweight division. So clearly those 10, 20k runs that he's been doing in the Pakistan Army, as he lands a good right hand to the body, then left hook. I've got this man into terrific condition. Right hand wasn't too far away from the Chinese boxer. Right hand over the top, a cracking shot on that occasion. He really did find the range there, Tanglatian.
Yeah, good start from the Chinese, using that jab, keeping Al-Hassan at bay. And Tanglatian, who beat Ashish Kumar at the World Championships, who we saw look very impressive in the earlier session. And but you can see Al-Hassan, when he gets in range, he looks dangerous. And you just see him, as you say, he's fought at heavier weight classes, so his punches should carry some power.
It was a terrific run through to the third preliminary round by Tanglatian at those World Championships in Yekaterinburg, because he outpointed Scotland's Sean Lazzarini in the first preliminary round before the victory over Satish Kumar, before losing to Iran's Sayed Shaheen Musavi in the third preliminary round. He's a very composed individual, picks his punches well, and when he's able to put the man in blue on the end of his shots, while that right cross has been an eye-catching shot. Beautiful right cross, right on cue just there. Really is patient, setting things up with the jab. And if he keeps his man on the end of the jab, well, it's going to be very difficult for the compact figure in blue to get into his own punching range without paying a price. Tempted the right hand, but not before he was put on the end of a left hook from Tanglatian.
Good jabs from the Chinese, and Ul Hassan doesn't have an answer right now.
Basic combination, double jab, right hand, and it's paying huge dividends for Tang Latian. Very good opening round for the man in red. It's a long way back to that blue corner for Ul Hassan. Put on the end of some crisp punches by the Chinese boxer.
He stamped his authority on this contest already, Tang Latian. Using that jab, as you say, basic combinations, but they were very effective. And you can see Ul Hassan being spoken to by his corner man. He's going to have to come up with something different. He's going to have to try and force the pace a bit, get inside, rough it up a bit, and just throw Tang Latian off his rhythm, because he's using that jab very nicely, as you can see from the replays there.
Repeated right hand successes for Tang Latian.
Seconds out.
10-8 for 4 of the judges.
Round 3.
A bit surprising. I thought it was a 10-9, but...
Indeed. So despite what the timekeeper said, I think everybody's in a bit of a rush here, because the seconds out announcement came at the same time as the bell, and we've just been announced that we're in round 3. But make no mistake, this is the second round, although it's the 10-8 for 4 of the scoring judges. So Ul Hassan in a really difficult spot here, as he's put on the end of that same combination once again. The left jab, right cross, and look at the way he's measuring with the left. Oftentimes he's using it as a rangefinder. He's really not scoring with it, but that's just bringing him into range for that backhand, and invariably that is connecting. And this is where Ul Hassan does not want to be, a stationary target on the ropes. He's got to try and get himself away from that confined position.
He's got to try and drive himself forward, but he's obviously scared of that jab. That's a lovely left hook from Tang Latian, and this is where Ul Hassan needs to be, but he needs to start throwing.
And he needs to try and come forwards, because he, again, trying to counterpunch from that position is going to be very difficult indeed. So can he put together some head movements? He's trying the Philly shell defense, but it's just proving porous, because it's being prized open easily by the straight punches of Tang Latian. Right hand over the top was a speculative shot from the man in blue. Surprised he's not trying to target the torso, but he's just been put onto the end of straight punches, and that volley of lefts and rights from Tang Latian has brought about a standing count. The 35-year-old soldier from Karachi has really got his work cut out here. He conceded the opening round 10-9 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges, and Tang Latian, well, he's looking to increase his dominance. He was caught by a looping left hook there, the man in red, so he's going to have to keep his wits about him. But Ul Hassan, my goodness, he was put on the end of some terrific punch picking from the boxer in red. Right hand success once again, and Ul Hassan really doesn't appear to have an answer to the combination punching. Again, the left jab just backing the man up, keeping him occupied, and the right hand comes crashing through.
Ul Hassan, he's not blocking these punches.
And again, he's driven into his own corner by a beautiful right cross. He visibly sagged into the corner post there. 20 seconds to negotiate to make it through to the bell for the end of the second round, and I think that is going to be a welcome sound. Tang Latian in complete control. Ul Hassan just happy to fashion a clinch just to hear the bell to conclude this second round. Almost a bit of a silent contract between the two boxers there. You don't hit me, and I'll make it back to the corner, and I'll come and give it a go in the third round. Because Tang Latian in complete control and didn't press his advantage once the 10-second clapper had sounded.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the first round being 10-8, but that was, for me, definitely a 10-8 round. Tang Latian dominating from start to finish, and Ul Hassan at times, that guard just non-existent. Too easy for Tang Latian to land his punches, but they're not. We're in the middleweights now. As middleweights go, he doesn't look the hardest hitter, but he's very, very accurate. He's got quick hands, and you can see exactly why the Cuban referee, came in with the standing 8 count.
So 10-8 across the board in favor of Tang Latian. He's in complete control.
Round 3.
So for 4 of the 5 scoring judges, Tang Latian, the Chinese boxer wearing red, has got a 4-point lead, 2016. And it's 2017 for the remaining judge, Judge E. Oh, that's a good right hand from Ul Hassan, perhaps his best punch of the entire contest. And he is going to have to throw caution to the wind here now as he lands another chin-checking right hand over the low-held left of Tang Latian.
Well.
And again, this is the beauty of the sport of boxing. He is trailing by a mile. But if he can find the punch, and he's checked the chin twice of the man in red, well, this could turn the contest on its head. Mouthpiece has been dislodged from Ul Hassan, and maybe this is a bit of a veteran's trick just to buy himself some more time so he's fresh once again. But that is why it's an offense that is punishable by points being deducted. So having had brilliant success in the first 30 seconds, he's come out firing once more after the resumption.
He's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's giving himself a chance. He is going to get caught, though, by Tang Latian, who still has those quick hands. But he has troubled the Chinese, and he's given himself some hope here of maybe landing a big combination which could perhaps stop the fight.
Well, I think he's in that type of territory now with Mahmoud Ul Hassan. Needs a shot that he's going to get his man out of there. For his part, Tang Latian has got to remain concentrated and not allow this man in blue to land his offense. And again, when he just pushes out the most rudimentary combination in all of boxing, the left-right, well, it makes things very difficult indeed. But you can see Ul Hassan trying to set that trap to draw the man in and then launch that big backhand over the top. He's had success with it on 2 occasions in this final round. You can see him setting up for it once again, but he didn't pull the trigger. So Tang Latian has got to be hip to that and ensure that he doesn't get caught by a right hand over the top.
Yeah, we all know what's coming. We all know what's coming. It's whether Ul Hassan can land it and what effect it has on Tang Latian. But I think, I'm inclined to think Tang Latian has weathered the storm. And Ul Hassan, he's got to just rouse himself for one last effort here.
Oh, terrific left-right once again from Tang Latian, but it was countered by a right hand over the top. And there's the same shot once more. It was countered by a jab. So terrific exchanges in the closing stages. And what a blistering straight punch combination by Tang Latian. Second standing count of the contest taken by Ul Hassan. I don't think he minded that, because by engaging in an exchange, that gives him the opportunity to land his own backhand. But the volume and velocity of the combination from Tang Latian was too much without reply, and a standing count was given out for the second time. Well, you have to credit the competitive spirit of Mahmoud Ul Hassan. He really did go looking for victory in that third and final round. I think he's forgotten where his corner is. But he didn't have the energy to sustain the offense over the first 2 rounds. He knew he was trailing by a massive margin going into the third round, and to his credit, he did go for it. He picked up another standing count in the process, but the third round far more competitive. But there'll be no doubt that it will be Tang Latian who is going through to the second preliminary round of the men's middleweight tournament.
Ul Hassan, the first 40 seconds of that third round, we thought there was just a chance that he could turn this around, because he landed 2 big rights, which he just hadn't done in the previous 6 minutes. And Tang Latian, to his credit, took them well, but he was wobbled, and then he was able to see it out. We'll get the official verdict, but Tang Latian, clear winner.
By points, by unanimous decision. In the red corner, representing the People's Republic of China, Tang Lang